My life has never been normal, but today was strange, even for me. There's only one conclusion I can come up with: the thing that's growing inside of me, the unnatural power which exists in me, awful and festering, is getting stronger. And trust me, that's really bad news for everybody. I was driving home from Damon's house. He's my best friend, my only friend, really, since everyone else avoids me like the plague. Anyways, I was driving home from this place where we have been playing video games. It was late at night, around 1 a.m., and I was taking the back roads to get home, since they were more isolated. It took me through the country, down a scenic series of turns that led past farmers' fields and small rural communities. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I heard a loud bang from the driver's side of the car. Odd, I thought, but I kept driving. Then there was another and another. Getting worried that maybe something was wrong with the vehicle, I pulled over, got out, and looked at the side of the car where I heard the noise. Blood and feathers, fur and guts adorned the door. Several animals had apparently run or flown into the side of my passing car. That got me thinking about my own very specific, very unique situation again. The thing inside of me that I would never fully understand, but that had plagued me since birth. Was it getting stronger? It's a curse, I think. That's the only thing that makes sense. My mother died in childbirth. My father had a massive stroke at the age of 35, a week after I was born. Every pet I've ever owned has died, seemingly of natural causes, within about the same length of time. 1 week is all I get with most people, most animals, with most anyone. That's why I live outside of town. Why my neighbors are all far away, and yet still their houses remain empty, abandoned, forsaken out of fear. Everyone in town knows I'm radioactive. Not literally, but that's the closest comparison I can make. I'm not sure what the fallout zone is, but it gets worse the closer you are. That's why my neighbors left after starting to get sick. It was their only chance of survival. My friend Damon is the exception. Don't ask me why. I'm happy he is, though, because it's nice to have at least one person in the world I can spend my time with. Have you ever known someone so lucky that people joke they have horseshoes up their ass? Yeah, that's Damon. If he ever played the lottery, he'd probably win the jackpot on the first attempt. He told me he went to a Major League Baseball game once and entered a 50-50 draw, winning over 40 grand with a $2 ticket. And that wasn't an isolated incident. Stuff like that happens to him all the time. Raffles, bake sales, friggin' sweepstakes. The guy wins everything he enters. Or at least it seems that way to me. He told me once he's always been lucky. His whole family is. It's like it's genetic or something. Whatever he has, though, I have the affliction that exists on the opposite end of this luckiness spectrum. Where he is blessed, I am cursed. Where he succeeds, I fail at every turn. I get back into my car and start driving again, thinking about Damon. How when we first met, I told him to get away from me. That if he wanted to live, he should stay far away from me. He had looked at me and laughed. When I explained my situation, he had told me that was ridiculous, just a lie I had convinced myself was true. It took a while for me to open up to him, to actually let him become my friend. But the guy was persistent, and not only that, he just didn't die. Everybody else I'd ever spent time with had met with an unfortunate demise. Around town, people call me the Grim Reaper, Undertaker, the Cursed One. Everyone knows to stay away. Everyone told Damon to stay away, but he didn't listen. I'm driving down the dark country laneway towards my house when I hear another loud bang from the side of the car. I see a vague dark shape over there as well, and this time the whole vehicle sways, the impact of something large slamming into it. My heart beating fast, I pull over again. I don't know what I was expecting to see, but it wasn't this. Getting out and looking back down the road, I see the shape of a large stag in the road, breathing its last breath, laying on its side, with blood pouring from its head. I'm cursed, and it is getting stronger. Whatever it is getting more powerful. Terrified, I jump when I hear the sound of the phone ringing in my pocket. I pull it out and look at the caller ID. Damon's calling. I swipe up on the screen with my shaking thumb and put the phone to my ear, slumping my body back against the car. My legs give out and I feel myself slide down towards the gravel as I hear the familiar voice in my ear. Although not how he sounded when I left him 10 minutes prior. No, now he sounds hurt. His words come out in a bubbling gurgle, and I know without asking, he's not okay. Hey, it's me, he says, taking a wheezing, crackling intake of air before continuing. Damon, I try to say something meaningful. Try to apologize, but nothing comes out. Listen, I don't have much time. I just wanted to tell you. He breaks off, and I can tell he's struggling to speak through the pain of whatever has happened to him. It's not your fault. It's him. He's here, right now. Who? He says to tell you it's only going to get worse. Damon, who is there with you? Who is doing this? But the sound breathing, wet and bloody, is gone now. Slumped, sitting against my car in the darkness, I begin to sob into my hands. He was my only friend. I thought he was immune somehow, that his gift would cancel out my curse, but it was not so. That's because it's getting stronger, said the thing in the road. I look up and see it there, just a darker, vaguely human shape, like a black hole standing before me. The silhouette of a hooded, robed figure peers down at me, the blade of the sickle held in its hand, the only thing which reflects a gleam of glimmering light. The rest of him could be my imagination. If only I could convince myself that were true. A dark mirage in the night. Why? Why me? I ask, sobbing and broken. But there is no answer, only the sound of crickets chirping in the grass all around me. And soon, very soon, those will be gone too.